We often define SEO as a long-term strategy, a kind of snowball strategy that as SEO gains momentum, it gets more powerful. Or you can look at it as a flywheel strategy that is self-perpetuating. Yet many businesses still view it as a strategy that can be won once their website reaches the top of the Google search results. Unfortunately, this mentality usually causes them to implement short-sighted strategies that negatively impact their SEO and ultimately hurt their brand. So I was listening to Simon Sinek's book called The Infinite Game, and I couldn't help but see the parallel to SEO and a new way to explain SEO. So let's start with a game. Let's define that. So to begin, a game exists if there are at least two players. So for example, the game of SEO exists if there are two websites targeting the same keyword, which almost always exists. And yet there are two types of games. There's a finite game, and that's defined where all players are known, they have fixed rules, there's an agreed upon goal that when it's reached ends the game, and there's always a beginning, a middle, and an end. An infinite game, though, is made up of known and unknown players. There's no exact rules. Each player chooses to play whatever way they'd like. They can change how they play the game at any point for any reason. They have the choice to break the rules at any point. Infinite games have infinite timelines, so there's no finish line. And in an infinite game, there's no such thing as winning. The primary objective is to keep playing to perpetuate the game. So let's look at the finite versus infinite SEO mindset. So a finite SEO mindset leads to all types of problems, including declining brand trust and value, doing anything to rank, and ultimately declining long-term business growth and value. When we think about SEO as a strategy, it is inherently the very definition of an infinite game. We may not know all the other players and all the digital agencies and SEOs. New ones can join at any time. All agencies determine their SEO strategies and tactics. There's no set rules outside of the Google quality guidelines, which are loosely enforced. Unlike a finite game, SEO is no beginning, middle, or end. There's no such thing as winning or losing. Digital marketing and SEO agencies drop out when they either run out of resources or they just don't want to play anymore. So how do you succeed in the infinite game of SEO? There's really 6 things. 1, create content for users instead of for search engines. Create a website that is focused on taking your offline experience and replicating it online. Be consistent with messaging, tone of voice, and publishing. Learn what your users value and need help with. And finally, build your brand value, whether that's locally or nationally. When business owners and marketers adopt that mindset, their business gains higher levels of trust, earns real SEO value, and increases brand awareness.